Today is the day, and also I'm excited because my group and we have been working in this harder because our topic and our main idea is to share how important and exciting tourism could be here in Costa Rica. But first of all, I would love to introduce ourselves. We are just a few people, a group of people that that is learning English here, and we understand that people from other countries as foreigners or tourists, they don't know where to go, right? And we as Costa Rican people, we would love to share that and explain to you all, and also share the best places for you to visit here. On the other hand, we as a group are interested to talk about cities and all the kinds of tourism. For example, today's video is about heritage tourism around Costa Rica, and for today's video we would love to talk about San Jose and Cartago downtown, right? With this in mind, let's get started.
Welcome to our channel exploring the wonderful city of Cartago. A look at the oldest city in Costa Rica. Cartago was founded in 1563 by the Spanish, who named it as the first capital of Costa Rica. This city was the capital of Costa Rica until 1563. When the capital was moved to San Jose during the 17th and 18th centuries, Cartago experienced economic and cultural development. The city was the center of commerce and the seat of many cultural activities. During this time, the city was the seat of the real audience of Costa Rica, which was a court that was responsible for administrating justice. The city was also the center of education in Costa Rica. The city has many historical monuments and places of interest for visitors. Why you should visit Cartago? It is a city with a long history and unique culture. The city is known for its historical monuments, its beautiful churches, its beautiful landscapes, its marvelous land. The city has marvelous landscapes and its incredible mountains with destinations that you will be impressed to explore. This city also offers many activities for visitors, such as hiking, biking, water sports. Visits to museums and art galleries and restaurants, as well as many local business and farmers that will impress you with their story, products, and art. For all these reasons, Cartago is one of the main tourist destinations in Costa Rica. If you are looking for a quiet and relaxing vacation, Cartago is the perfect place for you.
I would love to introduce Sanatorium Duran, and this is one of the oldest places here in Costa Rica. To be specific, from the word go, in the 1900s, just imagine that. The purpose of this place was to treat people that was suffering from tuberculosis and mental issues, illnesses. That what a venture, right? Those those illnesses or necessities at that time were kind of an adventure, I would say, because there wasn't a lot of technology as current in the current time, right? So with this in mind, the place was for treating taking care of people at that time. But in the 1967, something happened. Tuberculosis has passed, and there were no cases of tuberculosis, and the mental issues or the mental health issues there weren't that frequent. So, in a few words, the sanatorium Duran were almost abandoned. No one wanted to go there, or also the doctors weren't there helping the people. They were to San Jose downtown, where almost all the attention needed all the attention of the doctors at that time. So the place was abandoned, right? With this in mind, in a few years after that, in 1970, the Iras volcano has erupted. So just because of the eruption, most of the places near Cartago were affected. Santorum Duran was one of them. So at the time of that, people just decided to rebuild and fix some of the stuff that was broken in the Sanatorium Duran. And at the same time, they just decided to make it as a tourist place. Just imagine that. Just because of a volcano erupted and now it's a touristic place. So I would love to share that I have been there once, and it was kind of an experience. I cannot explain to you, but I would say that the first thing that I feel or I have felt there was that someone was staring at me. I was like, who is looking at me or who's staring at me? And that was the amazing and the adrenaline part of it, because some people had recorded that there just a simple video there that there was a shadow moving like in their daily basic day, and they were moving and so on, and they were like, it's just that's the way it is here. And I was like, no, is that for real? That's the point. This place is heritage tourism and also paranormal. It is the first place that is perfect for you to overcome the fear of paranormal things. Also, my grandmother used to say that if you go there, you can also have a bad presence all life long. I wouldn't believe that, to be honest. It might have be, been true, but who knows, right?
Once upon a time, in the 19th century, Puja Park emerged as a bustling coffee plantation, filling the air with the irresistible aroma. But Puja Park isn't just about history, it's a nature lover too. The park's lush pathways, like a green oasis, inviting you to take a leisurely stroll while immersing yourself in the sights and sounds of Costa Rica's vibrant ecosystem. Now, let me share a fascinating fact with you. Pusha Park is not only heaven for coffee enthusiasts and nature lovers, but it's also a sanctuary for biodiversity and countless species of our country, and plants and animals such as rabbits, armadillos, coyotes call this park their home, creating a harmonious balance that delights visitors of all ages. As you explore Brucha Park, don't forget to pause.
and breathe in the crisp, fresh air. Take a moment to appreciate the tranquility that surrounds you and let the serenity of the park watch over your soul. It's the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. A play where time seems to stand still. Prussia Park, located in the province of Cartago, was once a thriving plantation during the 19th century. It played a significant role in Costa Rica's coffee industry, which has been a cornerstone of the country's economy for centuries. The park's name, Prussia, is derived from the German word for Prussia with WS. It pays homage to the German immigrants who settled in the area and contributed to the development of the coffee industry in Costa Rica in those years. And to sum up, what are some funny activities that you can do in the park? Okay, visitors can explore. You are going to find um, a lot of animals around the park. It's perfect um, for walking, and indulge in bird watching, photography, or simply enjoying a peaceful picnic amidst nature's embrace.
I am pleased to present two places that stand out in the top of places to visit in Cartago. Tapantí National Park. This park preserves important ecosystems and contains numerous rivers and has a varied scenic beauty, both in the Tapantí sector, which is characterized as one of the rainiest places in Costa Rica, as in the Macizo de la Muerte, as in in this elevated part prevail the moors, and from the Cerro Asunción you can see both coasts, the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. In the park there are about 45 species of mammals as well as 260 species of birds. Some animals that you can see are the manigordo, the tapir, some species, a lot of species of birds, such as quetzals, and the species of monkey, such as the white-faced monkey and the watusa. This place has a marvelous and great diversity of species. Includes flora and wildlife. The another place is Guayabo National Monument. It's located on the hillsides of Turrialba volcano, 19 kilometers northeast of the city of the same with the same name, Turrialba, in the province of Cartago. It is one of the most important and largest archaeological areas discovered in our country. It protects archaeological structures such as causeways, mounds, bridges, water tanks, and aqueducts, among others. It, it, it also protects patches of tall evergreen forest, typical of the Premontane rainforest. The archaeological area covers 15 to 20 hectares, of which only a small part has been excavated. Here we find archaeological features such as mounds, stairways, causeways, open and closed aqueducts, water storage tanks, tombs, petroglyphs, petroglyphs, monoliths, and sculptures, which reveal a high level of development in civil engineering, architecture, and urban planning. The mounds are stone bases, generally of circular base and of different sizes. The causeways are composed of a set of stone roads used as transit roads, and as a part of the drainage, drainage system, there are some causeways that extend in different directions. Of the excavated area, with several kilometers in length. As for artistic manifestations, if petroglyphs or engraved stones are the most abundant. They are located throughout the archaeological area and present features that have not yet been deciphered. deciphered.
As my partners said some minutes ago, here in Costa Rica you can find a lot of touristic places, but in this part of this video, I would like to tell you some touristic place here in our capital, San Jose. If you want to visit our capital, of course. The National Museum, as you can see in this picture, um, is one of the most touristic place in our capital. Um, I have other place in some minutes. I'm going to explain or share with you this place. But first, do you know that the National Museum nowadays is a popular place for tourism here. But of course, maybe you don't have an idea because you are watching this video, right? Do you know that the National Museum was officially established on April 27 in 1887? The museum's primary purpose was to promote and preserve Costa Rican history and culture heritage. Well, the National Museum was in Buenaventura, Corrales, but it was moved to several different locations before finding its permanent home in Bella Vista Fortress. As you can see in this picture, um, the National Museum had served as a military barracks and served for several years until 1989 when it was converted into the
National Museum. It was involved in the 1948 Civil War, known as the Costa Rican Civil War or Costa Rican Revolution. The National Museum was officially opened to the public on October 18 in 1985. Well, as you can see in the last picture was the original build, and nowadays the this build look like this picture, right? And the restoration project aimed to preserve the historical features of the building while adapting it to serve as a museum. In addition to its role as a museum, this place serves as a cultural and educational center. It offers various educational programs and workshops and events for visitors of all ages. Um, the National Museum showcases a diverse collection of pre-Columbian artifacts, including pottery, stone tools, jewelry, sculptures. Um, the National Museum presents exhibition on important historical events, political figures, and social development that that have shaped the country. By the time the National Museum opened, it had already gained recognition as a significant cultural institution here in Costa Rica. Well, for me, this place is so touristic. I know that I only talk about the history, but this place, it's amazing. I really love when, well, I loved when I saw this place at the first glance, because it was amazing, the history, the culture that you can see in this place. It's amazing. You can learn a lot in this place if you want to learn the Costa Rican history. And now I'm going to tell you other place here in our capital. Well, the second place is the market center. But why this place is so touristic for foreigners? Well, the central market is a popular destination for both locals and tourists or foreigners. Um, Seeking a vibrant and authentic shopping experience. As you can see in this picture, this place is so old. Um, it was officially inaugurated on November 28th in 1880. It was established to serve as the primary marketplace for locals to buy and sell various goods, including fresh products, meals, seafood, spices, handicraft, clothing, and nowadays souvenirs. But maybe you can ask why this place is so touristic for tourists or for foreigners. Well, the market center featured an impressive iron structure that was imported from Belgium in the late 19th century. The design of this plate was influenced by European architecture, giving it a unique and charming ambience. The central market has been undergoing a renovation for several months before it finally reopened to the public in 2019. Well, the central market nowadays looks like this picture. The central market is a popular destination for food lovers as it offers a variety of traditional Costa Rican dishes. Visitors can enjoy typical Costa Rican meals like casados, gallo pinto, ceviche, empanadas, and more. Vendors had been selling their products at the central market for years before it became a popular tourist attraction. In this place, you can find everything: food, clothing, medicine, souvenirs. People have been flocking to the central market to experience the vibrant atmosphere and sample traditional cuisine prior to the recent renovation, right? It's a place where locals and tourists come together, creating a vibrant and diverse environment. This place is so touristic, not only for foreigners or locals, for both. Why? Well, as I said some minutes ago, you can find everything in this place. If you want to know or learn about the culture of Costa Rica, you need to go to the central market. The market serves as a meeting point for the local community, providing an space for social interactions and fostering a sense of community. Over the years, the central market became an iconic landmark and cultural hub in, in San Jose. For all this reason and all this information, I know that if you want to visit Costa Rica, you need to go to this place, to the Central Market and the National Museum, if you want to know the history of Costa Rica.
On the other hand, I would love to talk about the National Theater, that is as old as the Saturn drum. But this is the best place for understanding the Costa Rican culture and, last but not least, how Costa Rican people were in the 1900s. Because you might find some art and statues that might have an important meaning. For example, as you can see, this is the museum itself, and there are three statues that have different meanings. For example, the middle means art, the left one means dance, and the right one means dancing. Just imagine that. And so on. And there are several statues that you might find interesting, and also there are as big as a giant, I would say. So with this in mind, most people go there to understand the culture here. To say nothing of, there was a story about this place. There was a guy that it was called Alecoin that was from Italy. He was visiting Costa Rica, as most of you would be here visiting, and he was an artist. He loved painting and so on. And see, and so what am I trying to say? See, so he just tried to paint up something simple, that is people recollecting coffee and bananas, that was the industry at that time, and how people were working and so on, because at that time the hard they work, the more they got, right? So that's why most Costa Rican people were hard workers since they were born. And as you can see, this paint is on almost all the ceiling of the museum, and you would be able to see it. But a fun fact is that there were some tickets that are kind of interesting, because the tickets had the painting in there printed. So you can also buy them there as a souvenir. So for you to know. And also thank you for watching this. I hope you find this interesting, and I hope to see you here one day and taking pictures and learning about our culture. And thank you for watching.